Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of Fast Break Bets presented by BettingPros. You know me, your voice on the guys, me, really real, villain real, Terrell, Furman Jr. here at your service. Okay. I understand. It says 2-3 on the paper. I get that. But the bright side is that one, we cash Sun plus 3.5. So what does that mean? We cash the Sun plus 160 on the first half money line. Why? Because you should be sprinkling every single money line. Dog. I'm just telling you, you never know what's going to pop. Always just put a little sprinkle, a little bit extra in the account. Now, maybe didn't get it all back, but we got some of it back. Now, everything else that was on the pod, yeah. Gabby Williams got us by the hook. Okay. Atlanta Dream didn't score in the fourth quarter. We're on a great pace through three quarters. Didn't score in the fourth. Cool. Camila Cardosa didn't have a rebound at all to start the game. Spammed out 6. Not enough. Cool. Get that. But this is why I tell you you need to be in Discord, because I told you I was putting my money where my mouth was. And if Angel Reese was playing, I was going to be on the sky because I didn't believe that the Seattle Showers should be laying those amount of points on the road. And what happened? Sure enough, she played. Sure enough, the Showers had the spread in lock. They were like 13, 15 points. 1 point up 19 with I think 4 to go. And they just let the Sky hang around. Next thing you know, the Sky are covering 10.5. And that was a Discord play that came after the show. That's why you get into the Discord. In fact, if you're wondering how to get into that Discord, I'll tell you right now, you get into it, bettingpros.com/chat to hop into that Discord, WNBA picks. You can hop in my channel, the Fast Break Bets channel. You can hop into the Daily Choose channel. Matt is going to be back doing the Sunday college basketball Discord discussions, 11 a.m. on Saturday. So all of that available to you in the Discord channel. Make sure you get into the Discord, bettingpros.com/chat. All right. Very, very, very good stuff here. Very proud to say that the Valkyries handle business yet again. So when not only did the Valkyries handle business as a dog, you get the money line on the Valkyries first half too. I mean, this is if you've been here with me for the long haul, you know how much I love the Mystics first half line. And the fact that it has been replaced with the Valkyries, that is just, I mean, complete and utter total happiness here. Death taxes Valkyries first half every single time. And it's great. And even when they lose, we still win. It doesn't matter. It's great. It's great. Think of all the money line cashes that have come through on this. Absolutely great. All right, let's talk about. So we have one game on the slate. I got 2 plays in it, and I'll probably be adding some more because I feel like there's a lot of meat on the bone here. So first thing up, we've got the Los Angeles Sparks taking on the Dallas Wings. This game's tipping off in Los Angeles. Sparks are laying 8.5. Totals at 182. 182. For my NBA heads, this would be comparable to a what would you say, 250 total? Yeah, if he's had a total in the 250s, you don't really see 180 like a lot. It's very, very, very rare that we see 180 on the total. And so 182, huge. They're expecting zero defense. Completely understand, by the way. They just played this game. What was that? The 15th. Today's the 20th, 5 days ago. And it had a total of math and public, 193 points. Okay, so I understand. I can't play 182. Too many things can go wrong and this cannot hit. I'm not going to play 182. I feel confident that there's a good chance that it goes over. And with me still liking the over, I'm going to just take the Wings plus 8.5 because I think the Wings have a little bit of a poor concept of them right now, where they've actually been playing very solid basketball, maybe not be able to close games worth anything, but sure enough, they find themselves in the game. This line keeps climbing. It was at 7.5. I saw it at 8. I saw it at 8.5 right here. I went ahead and took 8.5. If it keeps climbing, I mean, I like it more. I think I understand why people are betting Sparks. You remember the hot kind of run that they went on, and they were winning a bunch of basketball games, and they were the hottest team after the All-Star break, being completely honest with you. But then they've kind of cooled off. They've lost 3 of the last 5. They're 1-4 ATS in their last 5 games. And it's really, really hard to lay this amount of points with a team that doesn't play defense to the level that the Sparks plays defense. Now, I don't think that the defensive intensity on the wing side is any better. In fact, after the All-Star break, the Sparks are giving up 192.8 points per game. That's 12th in WNBA. Wings are giving up 192.4. That's 13. You see why the total is that high? It makes a lot of sense. So, however, I think that the Dallas Wings, without Arike Gumawale, have still kind of found themselves ways to put themselves in a good situation to be in the game. They've proven they can score on this team before. In the last matchup, losing by 1, scoring 96 points. They covered the number there, 5.5. The one number that, I mean, the 2 games that they didn't cover 1, they were weirdly as a favorite against the Mystics. I don't know why Dallas was ever a favorite, but definitely got destroyed that game as a favorite. Okay, understandable. And then they lost to the Aces, who now look like the hottest team in the league after the All-Star break. So understandable there. I Los Angeles, last 3 games that they've been a favorite, 0-3 ATS, haven't necessarily been good as a favorite all season. They are 6-10 as a favorite all season, 5-11 ATS at home. Hasn't been very good for them. This is still Paige Beckers. I expect to see the UConn faithful out here and in full force in this game. I think Paige is actually going to have a pretty solid game. And so I'm going to go with the Wings. Give me the Wings plus 8.5. I think they're going to mess around. They're going to find themselves a way in this game. And even if the Sparks have control of the game at some point, I don't trust the Sparks to close out a game against anybody. So this is a rather large number for a team that hasn't been good covering as a favorite this season. I'm going to take the Wings. Give me the Wings plus 8.5 here. Of course, just in case, sprinkling on the money line, plus 280. And I have one more play in this game, but I also have to remind you all about the WNBA prop bet cheat sheet. Make sure you go get it over there in the WNBA app, bettingpros.com/WNBA props, or download BettingPros app to get that prop bet cheat sheet. Top player props based on projections and sportsbook lines. So get over there, lock in, tap in, get with it today. Points, rebounds, assists, all that and more over there at the WNBA prop bet cheat sheet in the Betting Pros app. All right, second play. New player alert. New player alert. Having better this season. Let's go with Maddy Siegrist, over 14.5 points. It's at plus 105. She's been very good since coming back with the injury. She came back on the 5th of this month, and she's been over 14.5 points in 4 of her 6 games since coming back with injury. Very, very good production by Maddy Siegrist. This was already projected to be a year step ahead for Maddy Siegrist in the beginning of the season when I was talking about Dallas and, what options they did have. Maddy Siegrist was one of those options for me, but injury derailed her season and she hasn't been able to get going. Now she's back. She's healthy. She's scoring, and she's scoring because she has to. No Enrique Gumawale, no more than Miss Delissa Smith. You're losing a lot of offensive options that you can go to with the basketball that you feel comfortable of them being able to create for their own and being able to just go out there and get a bucket. Maddy, it played college basketball, was one of the most prolific college basketball scorers while she was in school. So the last 5 games against this Los Angeles Sparks team, she has been over this prop in 3 of the last 5, and that's including 2 games where she really wasn't into the rotation like she is now. She is a starter. She's got a legit role, and she's arguably second option behind Paige right now. So 14 and a half in a game with 182 points as the total, I think is way too short, and we're getting plus money on it. There's a lot of plays that I like to go with here today. Probably be adding a little bit more over in the Betting Pros app, so make sure you get the Betting Pros app and you give me a follow over there. But Maddy Siegrist definitely on the card at plus money. I'll take it over 14 and a half points. Also, add the fact of the Los Angeles Sparks are, what is it, allowing the most points in the league, the most points to the forward position where Maddy plays. So I think this will be a very good fuel for the fire. Maddy Siegrist, another big game here. I'll take her over 14 and a half points. And there we go. Wings plus 8.5. Maddy Siegrist over 14 and a half points. And that's it for a short slate of one game in WNBA. I'm at really real __. Make sure you give me a follow on X at BettingPros on X and TikTok at BettingPros NFL on Instagram and YouTube.com/BettingPros, where you can like, comment, subscribe, have a chance to win a Dominique Wilkins signed Hawks jersey at the end of August. And with that, that is it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just going to end it like this. We are out of here.